Hi, my name is Tajane Hunt, and my art exhibition project was on the Frick Collection. It's basically a museum dedicated to Henry Clay Frick and also other French artists and painters. Um, the Frick Collection was basically made to show other centuries, the 18th century, the 18th century struggles in the Spanish Succession War. In the war, that was basically a war caused because Charles II, when he passed away, they didn't know who to give the throne to, and he didn't have any children. So, it caused the Spanish Succession War. Basically, the museum is dedicated to like soldiers and drawings and paintings that were created when the war was going on and taking place and documented by painters. Drawers and painters basically made art and different paintings and stuff like that to show like the hardships of the struggles with soldiers as well as not only that, but Watu, he spoke on how he didn't only make like drawing and paintings of like the different scenarios in the war. He also made it of like stuff that he thought soldiers needed or that was missing, like love and friendship and like stuff like that. So the artist that I have, the artwork I picked, it was 3 different pictures for the first slide. The first slide, it shows soldiers like laying down and some like soldiers laying on top of them. It's the poor child of the Valenicinus, and it was actually created by Watu. Okay, so now I'm just gonna like basically explain Watu's. I got cut off. So Watu, he was a French painter, and although it's not like many pictures of like his artwork and his drawings on at the museum, he has one specific painting, and that's the one I had mentioned, and it doesn't really have any background information on that. So what I take away from this picture is the soldiers like basically like being like tired and drained and like fighting all night. You can tell like they're sleeping on the ground, like it's just sad. They as well have like their guns and stuff with them. They're sleeping on the ground on top of each other like stacks, as if like they needed somewhere to rest or they didn't have any rest. And then for my first slide that has the 3 pictures, the second picture that was like basically like a picture of a man walking with a cross on his back, and it reminded me of like walking with Christ. And I believe that picture is just symbolizing like, like when you walk with God, you get like a closer relationship with him. And I feel like it's also symbolizing like the hardship that they were going through will not only like end in death, it would also end in like resurrection, like that. And then for my last picture, it shows fallen horsemen, and that also like just shows like the war hardships and like what they went through, like the soldiers that passed away and stuff like that. And then as well as for my other slides, I have like a portrait of somebody called Marquise de Mesnil, and he was just important because he was a minister of French during this time, and he was also a keeper of Louis. And the second to last picture I had, it was just a portrait of like notables in the French, in this 18th century and 19th century as well. And those were just people who like made a difference. Like they were just men who like either fought or took leadership and stuff like that. My last picture was just a picture of, it was like a sculpture, and it was like a friendship French sculpture. And I feel like that basically was what Watu was talking about when he said he did not only make pictures and drawings of the war, but he made it of what people needed or what soldiers needed in like their needs and like soldier life basically.